Good Tuesday morning. Welcome back to a new episode of Martin's Koi Pond and Aquatics. And what have we got here? An interesting pile of fixtures and fittings. What could be going on, I wonder? Oh, and what do we have here? So it's the hottest day ever in the UK, apparently. Going to be the hottest day ever today. It's predicted to reach 38 degrees C here, but up to 41 in some places. And I have a pile of breeze blocks just been delivered. One got broke, but that won't matter because some will need breaking anyway. And on this hottest day, I've got to get them from the front through to the back. So I better go and get some suitable clothes on, get the wheelbarrow out, and get cracking on. What is going on? Something is happening. Well, welcome back. There's the pile of blocks. Ready for use tomorrow. And today we've bought this little beauty. Now I went for this because it's unusual. It's like an orange matsuba type fish. It's I would say it's probably an orange ogon because it's got deep orange scales, but they kind of look like a network, like a matsuba, but they're not black. So I would say it's an orange ogon, but an unusual orange ogon. 27 centimeters long. Nice price. And it fits with my current policy of moving towards mostly single coloured fish. Most of my recent acquisitions have all been single colours, so let me know what you think in the comments, but I think it's really beautiful. It's called Tango, and I bought it from King's Lynn Koi as always. So in a few minutes Tango will go in the pond, but you're not going to see the pond because I don't want you to see what's going on until it's finished. So back to you in a bit. Well, welcome back, and I am having a well-deserved beer because I've been at it since 8 o'clock this morning. It's now nearly 7 o'clock in the evening, and I have transformed the pond. Now it probably doesn't look a whole lot different, but if you look here you can see she's raised up. Now a couple of weeks on my last video actually I talked about possibly in the future raising the pond up using sleepers. Well, I priced up how much that would cost me, and it was frightening, absolutely frightening, and I'll be honest with you, I can't afford to spend a great deal more money on this pond. So I realised I had enough liner to go up a second course of breeze blocks, and that would add 10 centimeters. There's the new fish. 10 centimeters of depth, and when you're only a metre deep in the deepest part of your pond, that 10 centimeters is a lot of extra water. So that's what I've done. I've gone up an extra course of breeze blocks all the way around the pond. I've tidied it up bit so it's more level all the way round. It was a bit up and down before, and I've added a couple of things like overflows. So we have an overflow here and we have an overflow there. Sorry about the Milo barking. And I thought that was better than just letting the water lap over the top of the pond when it got over full, which is what I used to do. So as you can see, I had to drop the water a bit because of how I've constructed it. So there's more than one breeze block of water to go up. So it's going to have to fill overnight. I've got water coming in. It's going from the mains through my Roaphos filters and then through some carbon blocks to try and get as much of the chlorine out as possible. And then I've also added some sodium thiosulfate to the pond just to make sure that I get the chlorine. I've also the bamboo screen is back. I wouldn't say by popular demand, because some of you were glad I took it down, some said I shouldn't take it down. And the longer I sit here and look at all the pipes and the Nexus and all the bits and bobs over there, the UV, just felt that actually the screen was better than looking at all that stuff. You can still see the Screen-Matic, which is currently turned off. I'm waiting for the water to catch up with the height of the skimmer, and then I can put that on. Wife and I were talking. I bought a pack of 6 posts and some of those metal spikes that go in the ground to fit the screen with, and I only used 5, so I have got a 6th one that could go there, so we could extend past the Screen-Matic, but we'd need a longer bamboo screen to do that, but that can perhaps wait till next year now. I don't think I'm going to be doing any more construction work this year on the pond. So that's what all those bits and bobs were for that got delivered on Monday. Obviously I couldn't do anything Monday or Tuesday because of the outrageous heat wave, but I had to be up at 8 o'clock this morning because we were having a smart meter fitted, so I cracked on with it and got it all done in a day with some help from the wife. Lots of cold drinks. It's only been mid-20s today, so the temperature wasn't too bad. Fish were jumping a little bit at times with me being, you know, all over the side of the pond all the way round. Yeah, they jumped. A couple of them jumped a couple of times, but they seem to be fine. They're all feeding, so they've took it in their stride really. Found 2 huge frogs. One was hiding in this corner and the other one was hiding somewhere around here. When I peeled back the liner to add the second row of breeze blocks, they jumped out and gave me a right old fright. So one of them went in the wisteria at the back, and Milo's been sticking his nose in there trying to get to it, I think, all day long. So we're on the big refill. It's going to take certainly overnight, and I can leave it on in the knowledge that my 2 overflows will kick in should the water reach that height. Now I did do this overflow last night, so the silicon on the other side is all cured, and I did that one first thing this morning. So that should be cured enough to cope with the water by the time that it reaches it. So I will get back to you when the pond is full. Back in a bit. Well, good Thursday evening and welcome back. It's just gone 7 p.m. and the big fill has finished. We are up to the overflow over there and just below the overflow this side, so that overflows fractionally lower than the one this side, but that's not a problem, because obviously in really heavy rain that will come out of both, but under normal circumstances it'll overflow out the back there onto the garden. I've turned the water down to just a tiny drip, so it's just dripping from that, and the reason I'm leaving it dripping is obviously it's going to keep evaporating as it's summer, and that will be constantly topping up. It's not like I need a trickle in, trickle out, because I haven't got a drum filter or anything like that. But I'm just going to keep the water dripping in to keep it topped up. And I'm off fishing all day tomorrow, so I won't be watching the pond at all. It's pretty much how I had imagined it. We've got about 1.5 inches to 2 inches, in some places nearly 3 inches, because this end was always higher than the other three sides. So here you've got about 3 to 4 inches, going down to 2 inches there. Pretty uniform along the back there, and the same along this end here. So I have to stop pointing. It goes out of focus on the pond and focuses on my hand. Now I'm a bit concerned about my UV. I had problems with it a couple of months ago, before I did all my treatments for trichodina and flukes, and I was having real trouble with it getting the water crystal clear. It was taking absolutely ages, and basically it's been more than 2 weeks since I put the UV back on, and I still can't see the bottom of the pond, and I don't think that's right. I think I should be able to see the bottom of the pond. Obviously we've had exceptional sunny weather, but this pond is in the direct sun from about 9 in the morning till about 4:30, 5 o'clock at night, and then it goes behind a tree that's behind me where I'm sitting now. But I just think that either I've got a faulty UV or it just isn't able to keep up with the sun. So what I'm thinking of doing is buying a second UV and installing it in sequence to the other one, so the water will come from the retro drain to the pump, and then through the two UVs, one after the other, and then into the nexus. So the water will be subjected to 110 watts of UV before it goes in the nexus. That's the plan, and I'll probably be doing that over the weekend, because like I said, I'm fishing tomorrow and I'm back at work next week, so I won't be able to get it done until the weekend. But apart from that, I mean, the top layers of the water are crystal clear. It's just when the fish drop about 1.5 foot, 2 foot down, they start to go out of focus, and then if they're right on the bottom, I can't see them. I've not seen the bottom for 3 to 4 weeks, because obviously I had fluke treatment in, then I had malachite green in, so yeah, there's a bottom drain there somewhere, but I haven't seen it for a while. Maybe I'm worrying too much and I should just be more patient, but I just think I need a bit more oomph with the way my pond picks up so much direct sunlight. I think that's probably it for this week's video. Well, they're not weekly now anyway, but yeah, I think that's about it. So the pond has been raised. I've added about 1,300 extra litres, and I'm very happy with it. In fact, I'm very, very happy with it, and even the wife is happy with it. Well, she said it looks good anyway. So that being said, I will sign off. Hope you all like what I've done, and I will catch you in the next one, which may include a bit of fishing and a bit of an update on the fish tanks. Take care.